Good morning and welcome to another episode of Morning Java, brought to you as always by our friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where we just might be headed after this for smoothies. What else?
I'm feeling a smoothie right now. They got the lattes right now, but I really don't need a latte after that game. Some energy in this building.
There was energy in here. It wasn't packed. It's going to take some work for the Pitt basketball program to get everybody re-energized, I think, to where it was pre-Kevin Stallings. But at the same time, beating Florida State in an opener, Sweet 16 team, beating them twice actually in the same calendar year, that's something.
In a very similar way, too, a very similar fashion. Drive to the basket, force fouls, get to the line, make your free throws. Coach Capel talked about it just now after the game. That's their game plan. That's what they do, even though that also plays into Florida State's strength of being big around the basket and tough to finish. It's not going to change what they do. So I liked hearing that from them. Like, we know what we're good at. We don't care what you're good at. We're going to do our thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, when you look at the Pitt team, you know, we were talking as a staff, like as the game was going on, who's this team's third best player?
Right.
Okay, who is that? And I asked a bunch of people, actually, including in our comments section. It's like all different answers. Because you do have Xavier Johnson, you know what you're going to get from him. You do have Trey McGowan, you know what you're going to get from him. But other guys stepped up.
Right.
But
Terrell Brown notably and Ryan Murphy notably, obviously the two.
You're just saying that because he was just walking behind us here.
I was actually hoping he would hear that and come into this shot.
It was Terrell Brown, yeah.
No, I actually tweeted it. I said for a Florida State team touted for its size and physicality, the biggest presence on the court tonight was Terrell Brown. Down low, you know, he dominated with some key blocks, key offensive rebounds, putbacks, and one. Also shot pretty decent at the free throw line.
Yeah, they all did down the end.
That's very
But
true.
the part I just can't get past is these guys went, like you said, right at them, unapologetically and fearlessly. And they ended up with, incredibly, against Florida State, which, in addition to having the two 7-footers, also is known for having, arguably, I'd say maybe other than Virginia, the reputation for having the best defense.
That's what they do
in the nation.
Yeah.
And not only did they have the rebound advantage, but again, it was just that they were fearless about it. They were just like, we couldn't care less what you do to us. We're going in there.
Yeah, they were. And on the fearlessness, I really like to see it from Trey McGowan. There was a very late rebound, happened right down there. Total 50-50 ball. He went up.
He went
way up with a Florida State player and just snagged it, ripped it down. It's like my ball.
Yeah.
It was very authoritative. And Coach Capel once again
he
pointed that out.
He singled that out because it was not on the boards.
Yep.
It was away from the bucket, but it was just how authoritatively he went up to get it. And he knew the way these Florida State guys were flailing their arms around it was like decapitation central when you go in there. Just an impressive, gutty win. It was not pretty.
It really was, and I feel like we got to talk about him a little bit. I mentioned Ryan Murphy, but everybody thought he would just be a spot-up shooter, which he showed that, and that's going to open up the floor.
Yeah.
Also showed some command on the break. I thought he looked good off the bounce as well. Better than expected.
Yeah, maybe in the second half. I mean, in fairness to him, he's got a lot of acclimating to do to the program. It's funny, after he came out of the press conference area, Ryan Murphy turns around to Terrell Brown and goes, "Hey man, great anticipation seeing that pass coming." He goes, "No, I saw you." Terrell Brown goes back to you, "I saw you." But that's what happens when you're new. There's that kind of, somebody has to make the pass, but somebody on the other end has to recognize that the pass is coming.
Yep.
And it's game one, incredibly, even though it was in the conference, but a really nice game one.
Absolutely.